Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. All right, ladies, when you think of the greatest streaks in sports, you may think of Cal Ripken playing in 2,632 consecutive baseball games. Wow. Did you know that number?
No, I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah, all right. Well, you may remember when the Boston Celtics won 8 straight NBA titles. That happened in the 50s and 60s. But you might not have heard about a runner in gray. You might say Thad Childs has some Forrest Gump tendencies, but the runner takes it all in stride. Bye. Thad Childs serves as president of Morris Bank in Gray. He's a good-natured kind of fella. And there's one thing his employees, his family, and even the folks around town can count on. Every day, rain or shine, Thad is out logging miles out on the road. His wife, Denise, sometimes she just shakes her head.
I mean, it'll be storming. I mean, thunder, the wind, you can hear stuff hitting the house, and he's out there in it.
Oh, I get up every morning, work out about 15 minutes and run, then work out 15 after I run.
And here's the thing, the 68-year-old has never missed a day, ever. Imagine all the days, months, and years passing by on the calendar.
Yesterday, the 5th, was my 36th. I hadn't missed a day. It's 13,141 days without missing, averaging 7.2 miles.
He had knee surgery scheduled twice. Had it figured out that he could run at 3 o'clock in the morning and then get to the hospital for day surgery by 6, and then maybe hobble the next afternoon.
If you have a pulled hamstring or pulled muscle, it'll heal, but it takes it a lot longer if you don't rest it completely. So, instead of healing in 2 or 3 weeks, you'll hobble your 3 miles for months.
You might call it crazy, obsessive, maybe even ridiculous, but he runs with a purpose. Decades ago, he had this little guy and needed an outlet.
So I started running when I was 31 years old and liked it. I had some family issues going on, and I raised my son, who was 2 years old, got custody and raised him alone. So I knew I had to be addicted to something positive. So I started running. I could leave him on the track. That's how I started. He was in a stroller. And
As you can imagine, after practically a lifetime of running, Thad has plenty of trophies and other cool memorabilia.
A lot of memories, but this is probably my biggest memory. Second would be running my first Boston Marathon, but this is Belt Buckle Western States Endurance Run. It's a 100-mile race, starts at Lake Tahoe. That's the first pair of shoes that when I started my running, that's my first pair. They're called Nike Waffle Trainers. They're flat and they're hard, and they were wonderful shoes at that time, 1978.
He still runs, but he doesn't race. These T-shirts have always lived in this closet.
And I like them. I don't want to mess them up. I want to be able to look at them and have my memories.
His wife wants to make sure they have years ahead of them making memories. So you can imagine on certain days, she worries about that, out before dark every day, keeping the streak alive.
And he'll hit this kitchen door, and I'll be so happy he's here. But then it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'll flip, and then I'll be so mad. Like, why did you make me worry?
But there is more to it than stormy weather and Thad running out on the road with traffic. The answer lies in this old photograph. And the guy on the right, that's Thad's father.
And he was 76, and he was on a trip in Arkansas, and he got up that morning and was running, and he made it back to his motel room, but he died running.
That memory is always there. In fact, Thad stopped racing when his dad died. But you can't live in the past. The banker says retirement is down the road, and you never know what could happen with all kinds of time on his hands.
I'm still enjoying banking, community banking. When I stop that, I might, at 70 or something, when I want to, I might start competing again. And if I do that, I'll start training. I'm talking about not just running, training. I have a book, then I will go back and I'll try to be the best in the state or in the community or into something.
And he said, you know, you have all kinds of classes, so you can run until you can't run anymore. So I'd bet on him.
How impressive is that?
What
Yeah.
an inspiring
Dedication
story.
every
And not
day.
much. I mean, I'll just hobble for 3 months. Yeah. Well, as you
Never
can
give up.
imagine, yeah, Denise had tons of stories. And Ben, you'll like this one. On a winter morning, Thad came back with a 4-inch icicle hanging off his wool hat.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding
Seriously.
me?
No, yeah, because